Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching the Tasty Pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, April 5th, 2021. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. As the old saying goes, those who fail to plan to fail. And right now, it looks like the plan for Brett Wilkin is to make the move into the open class for the 2021 season. During his trip out to the Dragon's Lair gym with Flex Lewis and his crew a few weeks ago, Brett gave everyone in the building a sneak peek at what he was working with heading into his first year as an open competitor. According to Brett's camp, he should be on stage this year somewhere around 240 or 245, which is a huge jump considering the fact that he competed as a 212 competitor the last time we saw him. Up to this point in his career, everything that Brett's done has been well thought out and well calculated. So whenever he does decide to jump into the show later this year, I'm sure that he'll be ready to roll. I know you're not supposed to call it a comeback if a person never actually left, but this is my show and I can do what I want. So with that being said, allow me to be the first person to welcome Kevin Jordan back to life on a pro stage. Last week, Kevin went on the record to announce that he was officially planning to make a comeback sometime this summer, which has been long overdue in my humble opinion. Believe it or not, the last time we saw Kevin compete was all the way back in 2018, where he was arguably at his best, back at the Muscle Mayhem Championships. So if he comes back dialed in both mentally and physically, I still think there's room for KJ to make a serious impact. Be the change you wish to see in the world, because I think it speaks to how important it is for us to take action if we're tired of the status quo. If you need to see a clear example of what I'm talking about, look no further than Charles Griffen. After sitting out the last year, it looks like Charles is coming back in 2021 in full force. He's back to training with that same level of championship intensity that we saw a few years ago. He looks bigger every time we see him, and it seems like he's more locked in mentally than I've seen him in a long time. Charles isn't just talking about making the change, he's going out there and doing it. And if he can stay in the zone, I think making a trip back to the Olympia stage this year is a very real possibility. We haven't had too much talk lately about women's physique, so I'm just going to throw this out there. I think it's going to be a big year in the division, and I think we're going to see huge change. I think we're going to see new faces working their way into the top tier, and I think more casual fans will start to appreciate how talented someone like Ivie Rhein is. I think last year's Olympia featured the deepest and most talented lineup that we've ever seen. So for her to break into that top 5 group after coming in as a relatively unknown, that should speak volumes about how dangerous she is. Now add to the fact that at least one member of the top 5 group won't be a part of that equation this year, and simple math tells you that she could be a legitimate top 3 threat in October. As we know that once you're able to get yourself to that level, anything and everything is possible. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.